All right, music fans, welcome back to the Real Music Observer. My name is Dave, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and me. Hey, I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit here. Trying to be a little more animated. I don't have any notes this time. This is a Kip Winger winging it kind of thing. See, Winger winging it. Never mind. It's too complicated. Hey, listen, Revolution Saints dropped last Friday. For those of you who aren't hip and cool, that means the album was released where you could actually download it, purchase it, stream it, however other way you can enjoy this album. You can get a hard copy. I believe there's some vinyl out there if you want a vinyl copy of it. Amazing. I need a prop. Dean, if you're out there, dude, can you mail me a prop, okay? I'm not saying this. I already downloaded your album. I already spent the whatever De Niro's on it, the Robert De Niro's on it. And if you send me like an album of it, I can hold it up. I can hold it up to the camera and just you don't have to look at my ugly face. You can actually listen to me talking in the background. Just hold the Revolution Saints album cover up. I want to talk about the best power ballad I've heard since Journey's When You Love a Woman. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I have immersed myself in this song to the point where I've been thinking about a box of Kleenex. I've spoken to others, mostly women, mostly chicks, and they're having some issues trying to get through the song. I'm wondering how Deen is singing this. It is just one of those songs when you hear it and you listen to it and you think of the stuff that he's gone through, or you can overlay lyrics onto your own personal situation or a past relationship or struggles that you're currently having, and trying to stay above it, trying to stay positive through it. I Wouldn't Change a Thing is a song that, to me, exemplifies all those things. I was talking to the guitar player. No, not that guitar player. I was talking to Steve, my friend from the band Escape, that Journey exact band, or they're not exactly like Journey, but they're close. They are a Journey tribute band, and if I haven't mentioned them lately, I'm amiss for not doing so. Anyway, I was talking to Steve, and Steve agrees. He says the power ballad is something that's kind of like a lost art. And it is. I mean, anyone who's lived through the 80s knows how important the power ballad is to everything. I mean, dates are pretty much sometimes founded on the power ballad. If that woman that you are with loves the power ballad, then guess what? Guys, you're loving the power ballad with her. That's why Journey was so successful when they transitioned out of the hey man, we're going to be the Grateful Dead, to, hey man, look at all those chicks in the audience. They're really digging this. Steve Perry and Neil Sean having that little discussion about Open Arms and how the song really kicked as Steve says, or Neil said to Steve, and apparently Steve wanted to wring his neck at that point. But I Wouldn't Change a Thing is one of those songs, though, that's not a pure love song. It's a thought song. It's a song that talks about, if you go through certain things, there's kind of a reason for it. And when you get to the other side, you understand that even though it didn't look good during that trip, that you still got there, and there was a reason for all of that suffering and pain and maybe misguided behavior, if that's your situation. I've been in those circumstances, and I know. But at the end of it all, you have to say to yourself, I still wouldn't change a thing. And that's why this song by Revolution Saints is so powerful. Now, you would think, well, you're wimping out, man. What about all the other great rockers on there? And yeah, I mean, when Light in the Dark hit, when that video went up on Frontiers, I was just like, holy crap, Batman, that is a blockbuster. Like I said in a video, it was like eating a a Journey Night Ranger sandwich. It was real tasty stuff. Jack Blade singing. I mean, and I'm still loving all the rest of the album. But the reason I'm focusing on the ballad is there are a lot of folks out there who think that, say, only one guy on planet Earth is capable of coming out of his cocoon and singing ballads like this. Deen Castronovo actually has a voice that sounds a tad like Steve Perry. And not the early Perry, by the way. Castronovo does not sound like early Steve Perry. He's got a little bit of that raspiness that comes through where Perry, especially from, say, 94 to 98, because during those years I heard him record stuff, and his voice became a little more raspy. He was still hitting all the notes and sounding fantastic, but it was a more mature sounding voice. Deen Castronovo, at times, ends up sounding like a more mature Steve Perry, a later Steve Perry, and then Deen, of course, just retains his Dean-ness, if that's a word. He just sounds like Deen. But he is a pure, clean, clear falsetto. He is something that we ought to be thankful for, and he's recording music the way we used to hear it. So you gotta go out and buy Revolution Saints Light in the Dark. Okay? I told Deen I was gonna do another video, and by golly, I did another video, and there could be more, Deen. There could be more, so look out. And it's only gonna get crazier as time goes on. You don't want to change a thing because that's the way life is. You just have to, get to the other side and don't have any regrets, because life is short. And if you keep beating yourself up, you're just never going to get to the other side, kind of where Deen is now. Good job, Revolution Saints. Doug Aldrich, you're amazing. Who's that keyboard player? Is it Alessandro, the guy that played on the last one? Is it Del Vecchio? Del Vuccio? I don't know. He's an Italian, right? Frontiers guy. Someone have to hit me up with that info. I'll talk to you later.